I want one of those T-shirts.
Look at that.
You cheeky bastards.
John, I am so excited to have you on the show. Hey, look, and you look, may I say, you look fantastic. Because I'm 40 now, okay? I'm 41 soon.
Yeah.
And I'm beginning to feel...
Yeah, you were always a big fan of mine, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of yours, you know? But my knees are going on me at 40, okay? And, you know, sometimes I wake up and I don't feel my best, and I was wondering, at your age, what's going? Physically, what's happening with your body?
Nah, look, nose hairs are a real problem. That's what happens when you get old. And the hairs, they grow so long, and you try and pluck them, right? Or tweak them, or whatever, and it's not nice. It's, oh, what was that old owl, that old Labour MP? But you end up with eyebrows.
Oh, Dennis Healy.
That's the one.
Yeah, he was scary. But, you know, I've got a little machine that does mine. It's like a little buzzing thing. And you go up and it zips them out.
Do not do it. The batteries run out halfway through and you've got a piece of metal stuck in your nostril. Well, do not do it.
You see, grooming tips from you. I never thought I'd get this. This is a very happy moment for me. Now, at the Q Awards, you came in for this Inspiration Award, and you're in the papers because you were heckling various people, which is kind of...
I wasn't heckling, I was commenting, you know. I mean, when your bands are naff like that, I mean, a bunch of sissy boys. Look, hairdos like this, right, I had to earn my wings in my life, right, you know, to look a bit unusual, way back 25, 30 years ago. That was hard. And this lot, they come in with these naff little half-inch mohawks and spectacles and an anorak. And I'm sorry, man at C&A ain't no hardcore punk. You know? And I must say, no, I received this award, right, on behalf of the working class, because that's what I come from. And I didn't invent this class system here. I was landed with it. And they will always stick it to you when it suits them. I would like Britain to be classless, but not arseless.
But, you know, in America where you live now, you live in the States, and I know everyone talks about that not having a class system. It's just they have the same sort of system in place, they just don't talk about it.
They call it money.
Yeah, and so the American dream, as though that's somehow okay, because they've sold the lie that everyone can buy into this.
The American dream is tourism.
Is that what it is?
You know that? Yeah, to conquer the whole world and make it as dumb and stupid as they are. Right? And then they come and visit you.
And they find their coffee shops and they're happy.
Yes, Starbucks.
Are you happy there, then? I can't imagine you actually... What is that? Is that the skinny latte you're after now? But I can't imagine you being... I was 17, OK, when I first knew of your existence, Sex Pistols, and it was probably the most exciting thing in my life.
Yeah.
And it changed my life, it really did. And so...
Sad life.
Yeah, well, it got a lot sadder, unfortunately. But, and I do actually find myself thinking about you quite often.
Oh, no.
I know.
Now it's me who's got the sad life.
I do. You know, every now and then I'll get
I'll uncross my legs then, shall I?
Never in that way. But I watched The Filth and the Fury, which was the documentary which you produced. Julian Temple directed.
Co-produced.
You co-produced. OK, and I guess, what was this? This was an attempt to set the record straight about the Sex Pistols?
Well, yeah, because the rock and roll swindle, which Malcolm put out, was a load of old crap, really. And it was all out from the manager's point of view. The band was never about the manager. It was about the band. Shock horror. So the band took their sweet revenge by telling it like it is. And you can either like it or not, it don't matter. But you've always got to get it right. And get it right is all that matters. All this fantasy nonsense and iconoclasm about me or the band, I ain't no one's hero. I do what I do for me. And you do that for yourselves too. You'll find this country will be a better place.
Yeah, but you know, when I watched The Filth and the Fury, I actually started crying a bit.
I'll cross my legs now.
No, I did. I was so swept up in it. I mean, obviously, I'm now 40. I find myself crying quite often for no reason. But genuinely, it really... And I'd forgotten just what impact you made. It's almost weird to think that a band could have had that kind of an effect, could have stirred people up that much. Yeah. Let me just show you a clip. This is the guy who was... I think he was head of the GLC.
Oh, God, you'll love this.
Yeah, have a look. And this was a guy...
Wait, he's now Mr. #1 in the Freemasons in London.
Is he? So he's still with us? And he was an elected official, and this is what he said about this. It's the most bizarre footage. Have a look at this.
Can I now turn to Bernard Brooke Partridge in London?
I think most of these groups would be vastly improved by sudden death. The worst currently are the Sex Pistols. They are the antithesis of humankind. the whole world would be vastly improved by their total and utter non-existence.
Pleasant chat.
So they were the authority figures, and they were the people we were saying, you're OK, and they're saying...
And I was accused of being violent.
Yeah.
Now, what's that about a declaration of war?
You know what, seeing that...
nipple.
But seeing that... seeing that footage of you there, you looked fantastic. I mean, the band looked fantastic, you look fantastic. You
as opposed to now.
You look pretty good for your age now. But... well, you look OK. But, you reformed...
Not
what was
you
it?
with the mullet. What's going on?
This is for the ladies. Gear from that period then, I noticed there's the various auction sites you see and like, auction houses, and Sex Pistol stuff from that period, remarkably,
And most of
goes
it's
for
a lie,
fortune.
though,
A
John.
pair of trousers that you apparently wore went for £3,000.
A load of old bollocks, isn't it?
I so wish I hadn't bought them now. But do you have any of that gear? You could sell that old stuff, or you could pretend it was...
No, look, I've given all that stuff away to charities, and you know, I don't take no credit for that, but I'm not going to hoard it and then make a load of money on it. You know, I'm sorry, but that goes to orphans and kids that count,
Yeah,
right?
because you actually
and
do...
not show business.
But this is the bizarre thing. I know you didn't particularly want to mention this, but you actually do a lot of work for kids and stuff, don't you, in LA?
Yeah, but keep it quiet.
Yeah, that is... How remarkable is that? And actually genuinely wants to keep it quiet.
No, it's important that it be quiet. When I see these loudmouth charity, like, orchestrators, they offend me, because that means they're doing it for their own ego and not for the people that matter.
See, I do a lot of work for charity.
And anything to do with kids, that's our future. You give it up to them.
You're coming all over Whitney Houston there.
Mr. Rock.
Not coming over, I mean you were like... that's the song.
I care about children as much as Gary Glitter.
No, you don't. No, you see...
I apologise for the first time in my life.
You know, you said you weren't the brightest kid in the world, but yeah, for a 17-year-old, some of the things you said and some of the things you did back then, and the courage you showed in the face of this ridiculous hierarchical opposition to you and this this kind of these acts of criminality towards you, really, I think, still inspire me even today. Genuinely, ladies and gentlemen, I think one of the greatest living Englishmen, John Lydon. See you later. Okay, let's have a... Come on,